What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. It's Saturday and I'm on my way into the office, so the work don't stop, the hustle don't stop, the grind don't stop. Make sure that y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Got to do global TSA pre-check, whatever that is. And then I also have to do an interview and some other things, right? But I was talking to my wife this morning, and I'm pretty anxious right now because it's almost like I feel like I haven't really done anything for myself. Yeah, I did buy a Rolex recently, but I mean, I just kind of consider that normal, right? Because that's kind of like an investment in my perspective, because it beats the rate of inflation. It holds its value for an extended period of time. But I haven't really like blown no money recently. You know what I'm saying? And so because I've kind of just been work, all work, no play, I was just chilling and I was laying there and I'm like, yo, I'm about to go out there and just blow a bag. I'm about to go spend some money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go reward myself. And she was like, what do you mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? What, you gonna go out there and buy a new watch? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna spend $15,000, $20,000 on that. You're gonna go to the Apple store, upgrade some stuff, get an iPad or whatever, go and do something that we can then justify from a business perspective and write it off or whatever. And I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about getting, you know, this is how I operate. And she knows me, she understands me because we've been married for almost 2 decades. I said, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about getting that new BMW, that 7 Series, or maybe even an X7. You know, I'm feeling like getting a new SUV or something like that, right? But she like, Anton, no, you can't. I can't really tell you what to do, but I'm gonna fight you with all of my will to try to convince you that you shouldn't do that. And I'm like, well, you can't tell me what to do. I deserve it, I need it, or whatever like that. And she was like, Anton, you always say, don't say you deserve anything, you just get what it is that you attract. And I'm like, okay, cool, you paying attention, you listening. She said, nah. She said, look, I can't, you know, fight you on this because I know that you're gonna do the thing that has our best interests at heart. This is how she's doing the whole reverse psychology thing, right? She said, but let me present you with an alternative. I said, I really don't want to hear it, but you're going to try to talk me out of doing it by trying to get me to do something else. So she laughed. She said, why don't I find you some land to buy instead? Why don't you just buy some more land? Don't go and blow money on something that you're not even going to care about a week from now. A month from now, you're going to be like, I don't really even care about it. I don't even really drive it. She said, you don't even have time to drive the cars that you got. She said, you drive the Porsche every day. And then you got to find time to drive the Benz because it's sitting in the underground parking. We got a whole nother SUV that we barely ever drive because we're not ever really doing anything personal. Everything is business. She said, we still got the Tesla that I don't even really drive. She said, you don't need another car. She said, let me find you some land and then you can blow a bag on that. My point in this story is that men need, not want, because we get the things that we want. You can go and bust another chick down tomorrow and then she not gonna mean anything to you. Men need wives, and there's a difference between a wife and a chick that you just busting down. There's a difference between a chick for the streets and a chick that we classify as a wife. And so inherently women only value themselves based off of they box, right? They value themselves based off of pussy. And you can go and get that a dime a dozen. Pussy ain't nothing. Like that's readily available. It's easy to go and get some box. What men need, specifically black men, but what men really need is women that have their best interest at heart and add value into their life, because the value that you bring to a man has to be much greater than whatever it is that you can present in the bedroom and take your clothes off for. You can't put more value on something that's easily available. But what I need personally, and what I think that most of my guys need, which is the people that I coach, the people that's a part of the Bag Chasers and the Patreon, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. The link is in the description. They need women that is going to hold them down, not be combative, not sit there and argue back and forth, not tell us what it is that we gonna do, but to present to us alternative solutions based off of their own insight and information. And because you have other skills, you have the ability to be able to network more effectively. You bring things that or you're supposed to bring things that you've learned throughout your life from a business perspective, all of that other type of stuff. You have other gifts and abilities, but when we see these women out here for the streets and they've only reduced themselves to how fast they can open up their legs, first of all, I don't want the thing that everybody has access to. And then secondly, I don't have time to be entertaining anybody that's not going in the direction that I'm going in. And that goes for guys and women, right? I don't hang out with dudes that ain't on their grind and ain't on their purpose. When we connect, when we get together, we laugh, we have fun, but we also make a lot of money together. And I don't have time, most guys don't have time to spend time around women that ain't adding value into their life that you want to get rid of as soon as you have a little bit of post-nut clarity. So I'm very appreciative, and this is one of the reasons why I call her my wife. I don't need a partner. I don't need somebody that is combative. Men don't need women that think that they know something or is just looking to retire. We need women that provide us with additional insight or can give us a realistic solution to whatever, and it could be small, but then it can translate into something so big. And so when I see people even asking me questions like, you know, what's the point of marriage or whatever it is and that and so on and so forth, I have numerous examples, but then you would reduce it to anecdotal evidence because all I know is my life. All I know is the lives of the people that are successfully married. And it's a difference between being successfully married and just being married or in a relationship. But when a woman can talk me down off of a ledge through her femininity, not being a boss bitch, not going back and forth, not being combative and thinking that they on your level, because she's largely, again, and I say this on a regular basis, she's largely going to be the beneficiary of whatever decision that I make, good or bad, right? Which it is no bad decision because, you know, we bag chasers over here. And so, you know, an extra $100,000, $150,000 to spend on something ain't gonna hurt me. We don't even blink on that. You know what I'm saying? But when I can find a woman that says, listen, you know, we take the trips. I'm always good for the gifts. I love my car. I love my lifestyle. I love riding first class. I love riding Delta One. I love the lifestyle. But then when she can pause during the times that I'm looking to blow a bag unreasonably, and she can say, yo, husband, yo, my mans, let me provide an alternative solution, and then I'm gonna allow for you to determine how it is that we gonna move from there. I can hear that. I can listen to that. That's more meaningful to us. That's more meaningful to men. And so I am. She said that she gonna find me some land. She's already been in touch with the real estate agent, and we going down that path. So I might be purchasing an additional property, or I might just be purchasing another plot of land, because I don't think that this build that we got going on right now is going to take any more than a few months for us to finish, and then we're going to be moving over into the next project also. And I'm going to feel much better about the decision that I make when I wake up the next morning, considering that I can only drive one car at a time. And I'm always looking for people to add more value into my life. And so just a little bit of a story of what happens in my life, and I like to use these as examples so that maybe you can benefit from it also. Don't look at women based off of what it is that they got between their legs. We can get that all day long. That's always gonna be there. Ain't never gonna be no shortage of women. Look at who it is that you lay next to, which is the most important financial decision of your life, as an opportunity to really capitalize and look at marriage or your relationship as a business. It is a business first. The love, the sex, the great relationship, the adoration, the spending time with each other and all of that come along with it. You know what I'm saying? I love you. I appreciate you. Hopefully you found value in this video. I'm gonna holler at you later. I'm about to get down there to this office so we can take care of this business. I'm out. Peace.